points against Perth and Townsville. So they'll be hoping to continue their streak and celebrate some milestone wins for Carly Wilson and Mariana Tolo.
That's right, Juice. You just did hear it here. Carly Wilson, 350 games in the WNBL.
That's a lot of games, Jacko, and you've been around the NBL a fair while, and it's not just any sort of run-of-the-mill player who gets to play 350 games.
Now, I was watching some Carly Wilson highlights through the week. Now, there's no doubt Carly Wilson's still a very good player. I was watching some film from when she was playing for the Perth Lynx, or actually the West Coast Waves at the time. I forgot how good she was, Juice.
She was very good, and even last week, I think she broke the game open a little bit by hitting those perimeter shots, opened up the keyway a little bit for the Bigs, and the Bigs were able to take advantage of it. Guathmy got going, Tolo had a big game.
And before we get to the other milestones, we've got the starters for the Canberra Capitals. Carly Wilson, Lauren Mansfield, Jasmine Guathmy, Michaela Roof, and Mariana Tolo.
And for the Melbourne Boomers, we have
Alice Kunick. Who else have we got going on, Juice? I don't know. Tegan Cunningham, Olivia Thompson, Rebecca Cole, and Brittany Smart.
Yeah, Brittany Smart, we've seen her play a little bit in the Steeple. She can definitely shoot the ball. I think Maddie Garrick's back for Bulleen tonight, so she'll be a good addition for them.
Oh, I like that. So, in addition to Carly Wilson's 350th game, Mariana Tolo's 150th, so between them, 500 games.
Yeah.
As the Caps win the tip, and we've got a first possession for the UC Capitals with Lauren Mansfield getting to the rim and pull one off the front of the iron.
Bulleen coming back the other way. Melbourne coming back the other way. Bulleen, it's a hard habit to
It is. It's just the Boomers it's a Bulleen name, but the Melbourne Boomers it is. As we see Beck Cole taking it. What a good news story, Beck Cole. Had some, pretty serious knee injuries over the past couple of years. Playing extremely well for the Melbourne Boomers.
Yeah, starting to come into good form as
Beck Cole. Speaking of the devil.
Yeah.
And this one shocks some of you basketball fans out there. A Grime Malloy team running the shuffle.
Yeah, not surprising, Jacko. Been around for a long time, guy. Probably as long as the shuffle almost. Tolo misses a long two and Roof on the glass.
Ooh, I know you're a big fan of Roof, Juice, but there she hits that one out of bounds. We've got the Melbourne Boomers up 2-0 with the ball. As we see the Boomers go straight back into the good old-fashioned first and forwards here. And Tolo brings down the board.
Beck Cole missing that three.
And here come the Caps, and Lauren Mansfield finishes it off in the inside. Now you'll notice something different about me tonight, Coults. What will that be?
You've done the Tolo singlet.
I have done the Tolo singlet. I took your advice the other week. You told me you need to hit up the Peak merchandise store. So I hit up the Peak merchandise store, and this is what I ended up with as Brittany Smart knocks down the foot on the line jump shot.
Love that Caps merchandise, Jackos. Mansfield goes to the hoop and it's fouled, makes the basket. And she'll take one more from the line.
One thing we didn't do tonight, Juice, we didn't get the names of the referees. We let ourselves down there.
We love the referees, Jacko.
But because I'm a local basketball nut, I know two of the three. Now we've got our very own in the ACT, Jack Taylor, one of the finest referees in my opinion in the WNBL. Also we've got Robbie Rice, also a product of the fantastic basketball ACT refereeing system, as the Melbourne Boomers put one off the back of the rim. The third bloke, don't know ya, I like ya.
Mr. Shafagi. Tolo can't make the layup. Here come Melbourne the other way.
Yeah, the degree of difficulty on that one wasn't that great, but she's missed it.
Alice Kunick knocks down the long two. Cardinal sin, Jacko. The long two.
You know what you can't do, though? Leave Alice Kunick open.
Yeah, she can shoot it.
One of the young stars of the game, Coults. You can't be leaving Alice Kunick open. And it looks like Kumix there picked up the foul trying to defend Gwathmey on the inside. I think Gwathmey must listen to our stream calls because she's making it a point of getting to the rim and doing the dirty work on the inside, which is, as we've said many times, where her strength is.
Yeah, absolutely. Jacko's roof misses the long two.
6 points to 5, the Melbourne Boomers up here at the Tuggeranong Southern Cross Stadium as we go back to the shuffle. It's beautiful, isn't it, Courts? It's just beautiful.
It's for the traditionalists of the game. This is what you love to watch. As Brittany Smart goes for another three and knocks it down.
There's no cardinal sins going on there, my friend. That's 3 points from behind the arc.
Smart's going to die wondering tonight, Jacko. She's going to get them up.
I like that. Oh, it's all happening there.
She gave up a layup there, Jacko. Gwathmey goes off the back of the ring, and here come Melbourne coming back the other way.
Yeah, good start for the Melbourne Boomers. They look pretty crisp early. Defensively, forcing the Caps into some really tough shots.
So Olivia Thompson knocks down the two from the short corner.
Yeah, nice little pick and roll to the short corner there from the Melbourne Boomers, Olivia Thompson.
Mansfield slices her way into the paint again to knock down two.
She did slice, didn't she?
Little mouse in the house.
Slices and dices, indeed. Oh, fantastic back cut.
Can't handle the pass, though. It's one of those danger games, Jacko, where they've come off 2 good wins. It's always difficult to back up sometimes for that third game where you're playing someone a bit lower on the ladder.
Yeah, look, you're not wrong, Juice, but I think the added motivation of the Carly Wilson 350th game as Michaela Roof drops it into the bucket, I think that'll be big for the UC Canberra Capitals, and hopefully they can make sure they stay up in energy for this one.
So 350 game is called for a foul. Don't get away with those ones even in your 350th.
Yeah, look, I'd like to see him let it go. Personally, I mean, it was clearly a foul and a good call by the referee, but I'd like to see them just let it go. It's Carly Wilson's 350th game. You're not allowed to call fouls on her. As Maddie Garrick, here she comes into the game, checks out. Yeah, Tegan Cunningham. $11 points to 9 here. UC Caps trail by 2. So when you're preparing for a team like the Melbourne Boomers, Juice, you know they're running the shuffle, and there's not a lot you can do about it sometimes. How do you prepare for a team like that?
Yeah, it's tough, Jacko. It's Canberra come back the other way.
That you don't have many.
Really answer your question.
Juice doesn't have many thoughts on the shuffle, to be honest with you.
It's a tough one. It's one of those ones where it's if you can run it right, it's still hard to guard no matter what you know is coming. And the Tigers ran it for a long time with Andrew Gazers. My favourite, Ruth. Spray and white.
She comes up with another board after Tolo misses another. 2 easy ones that Tolo would prefer to have back, I'd say.
Tolo goes a long 2 this time and can't make that one. But the Capitals come up with it. I think the rebounding battle is going to be big tonight, Jacko.
I think it is going to be big, Juice, and what's one the Caps look to be winning early.
The Bulleen have come off a tough week. They released their import, Shantae Black, their top rebounder for the year so far.
You know what else Bulleen have done? Changed their name to Melbourne. So, as we've got a timeout, who called that one up?
Not sure who called that one, but
I'm going to guess it was the UC Caps as they trail 11 points to 9 behind the Melbourne Boomers. I think we've also got
just like last week when I couldn't stop saying tonight. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop saying Bulleen. As a Melbourne boy, it's hard to playing always against the Bulleen Boomers. It's going to be hard to change that habit.
Yeah, look, I'll let you off. Just don't let it happen again, Juice. As we see Abby Wayrung's checking into the game for the first time for the UC Capitals.
Wasn't she good last week?
Wasn't she good last week? She was really good. And look, I think she'll be looking to put another game. 2 good games in a row coming off injury. I'm sure she's looking to have a 3rd good game.
You know who we really like, Jacko? We give them pretty good service each week. Before the game, Southern Cross Club.
You know what the Southern Cross Club does? Takes money out of my pocket. Because you know why? The food and beverages are so good, I just can't resist.
Yeah, absolutely. Money out of your pocket, straight back into the Caps pocket.
Straight back into the UC Canberra Capitals pocket. The Southern Cross Club, fantastic supporter of local sport here in the ACT. If you need a chicken snitty and you're on the south side of the ACT, you're going to the Southern Cross Club Tuggeranong. As the Melbourne Boomers come back out, get back into their shuffle offense. I mean, they run it pretty well, don't they, Juice?
They do it pretty smart. Hits from downtown again.
Yeah, Brittany Smart, I believe, spends her time in the off-season of the WNBL playing in Sandringham.
She does.
Shout out to all you Sandringham Sabres down in Melbourne. But I've seen her play in the Seabourn myself. Does a great job for the Sabres.
She does. Little pick and roll as Roof hits a little jumper from the short corner.
Well, I like Michaela Roof too. She's been very good the last couple of weeks. She's been good all year, hasn't she?
She's a bit quiet on offense in the first half last week, so she's coming out a little bit more aggressive tonight, which is good to see.
Beck Cole comes and misses the shot. Oh, I don't know what happened then. She went down awkwardly. But Abby Wayrung out in the open floor. Kicks it out to Gwathmey on the wing, and Tolo catches it on the move.
Gwathmey misses the jumper. I want to see her go to the hoop, Jacko.
I want to see her go to the hoop every possession, really. If you haven't guessed at home, we like Jasmine Gwathmey attacking the rim. Athleticism that you don't see in the WNBL every day. I like it.
Now she's picked up a foul as Brittany Smart went to the hoop. Couldn't make the little layup, but will go to the line for two.
I like the energy of the Melbourne Boomers right now. Well, I don't actually. Sorry, I'll take that back. I don't like the energy from the Melbourne Boomers because I'm a Caps fan.
Yeah.
But the Melbourne Boomers' energy has been fantastic here in the opening quarter.
Seems to be a bit of a trend of the Capitals to come out a little bit slow and pick it up as the game goes on. But against the better teams, they're going to need to change that later in the season when it comes to playoff time if they can make it there.
Yeah, look, you're not wrong. They've had two really impressive performances over the last 2 weeks as Tolo brings down the rebound after the missed free throw. But I think you're right. This is definitely a trap game of sorts for the UC Caps.
As a zone here by Melbourne.
I was about to say it is a zone by Melbourne. Abby Wayrung, who's been on fire of late, puts that one long off the back of the iron.
Yeah, I like that shot coming off the hot week last week.
Now, the Melbourne Boomers uniforms, Juice. You know I've been a bit of a uniforms critic in the last couple of weeks. What are your thoughts on the Boomers ones?
Ooh, uniform inspector. I don't mind them. They're not... I think they're as good as Perth, but they're not as bad as Townsville's.
I think was that Maddie Garrick knocking down a shot? I don't know who it was.
Yeah, Maddie Garrick for three there.
Yeah, there you go. She announces her return back off injury. What was wrong with her, Juice?
I think it might have been a shoulder injury, Jacko, she's coming back from. I think Melbourne would have been disappointed that their new import isn't in town. I watched a few highlights of her today, and she's a bit of an all-round player. In college, she was an undersized big who really got stuff done in the paint, but seems to have progressed her game and picked up a nice little jump shot and really plays well as an undersized big, as a stretch 4 or 5.
And again, the Melbourne Boomers come up with a good defensive stop. They've been really good on the defensive end of the floor to start this game, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. They've forced the Caps away from the basket. Tolo hasn't been too effective inside, and Caps aren't making too many shots.
As they force the Boomers into a tough shot of their own, as Alice Koenig puts one hard off the glass.
Tolo turns up the other way.
Yeah, a bit of a miscommunication between Tolo and Froling there.
A little hook, got away with a little hook, and now
it's called a travel. It's called a travel, Juice. And that's a good call from the local referee, Jack Taylor. That was definitely a travel.
Yeah, right on the spot there. Had a good view.
Yeah, happy to see that, as we've got to see Stephanie Bairstow for the first time. And the 350-game pink sock veteran Carly Wilson enters back into the game for the UC Caps. Ooh, it's a good move by Lauren Mansfield there after some good defense from Beck Cole, but she comes up short.
Jess Bygate posting up the smaller Abby Waring and makes a tough basket and fouled.
The Melbourne Boomers are very sharp right now. Very sharp.
Carly Wilson, picked up that foul. 350 gamer. 2 fouls.
Carly Wilson was nowhere near the play juice. I believe you'll find that was on Abby Wayrung, but that's okay. Keely Froling turns it over on the inside.
I think the zone might have rattled the Caps a little bit. It's quite an aggressive zone. I think that might have been one of the keys for the Boomers tonight. The inside presence of Tolo and the bigger Caps players. Melbourne aren't too big, so they had to do something to shut those two players down.
Yeah, look, you're not wrong, Juice, but one thing I think Melbourne need to make sure they don't do is, as Steph Bairstow fouls Beck Cole going to the rim, whilst the zone on the scoreboard has been effective, I don't think Tolo's going to miss those easy shots all game.
Yeah, she's missed a couple of easy ones. She definitely hasn't missed the last few weeks.
Yeah, so look, I don't think they need to get into the false sense of security that their zone defense has been great. I mean, she's missed 2 wide open layups. The score could very easily be 21-15, and then we got a whole different ball game.
Beck Cole makes the first and knocks down the second. Keely Froling seems to be their go-to player in the last few seconds of each quarter.
She possibly wins the half-court shootout at training. I'm not sure, Juice, but
she must. She must be a half-court specialist. 22-11 to the Boomers at quarter time as Alice Coddington joins us.
She does join the commentary box, doesn't she, Alice Coddington? First of all, give us an update on the back.
My finger?
Yeah, first of all, tell us how your back is, and then tell us how your finger is after that.
My back's fine. My finger is 6 weeks post-surgery. So I'm looking for non-contact stuff this week at training, and then I'll be back after Christmas.
Another slow start this week, Alice. Is that something that's been talked about at training?
Yeah, so I think Melbourne's come out strong. We know they're a team full of good shooters. And we've been a bit shaky on the offensive end with due to their probably good defensive pressure and coughing up a few turnovers.
Did you expect the amount of zone defense that you saw in the first quarter?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been practicing zone at training. We thought they might come out with a bit of zone, considering we've got big advantage inside.
Now, I've been following Carly on Twitter this week, and I've never seen so many nice things written about somebody in the space of a week. Is there anything she doesn't do well?
Carly does everything well. I've played with her for a few years now, and she's a great leader and a great example to everyone on the team, and she deserves everything, all the accolades she's getting today and this week, and really it's a great accomplishment to get 350, and we're all really happy for her and proud to be her teammates.
Now, all the girls have worn something pink tonight in honour of Carly Wilson's famous pink socks. What have you worn?
I've got my ribbon in and a Carly Wilson shirt.
There you go. Alice Coddington, thank you very much for joining us here in the commentary booth. We look forward to hopefully chatting to you or somebody else again at some point. Good luck with your back and your finger.
Thanks, Jacko. Thanks, guys.
Hopefully we can find someone who says something not too nice about Carly.
I actually live with Carly Wilson, Juice, so you're probably with the right person. I've know every deep and dark secret about her. So maybe if the listeners really get active with us on social media, I can give them some juice.
Where do they tweet, Jacko?
Well, it's an interesting question. Despite claiming that we would open our own Twitter account last week, we haven't done so because it's way too complicated for us to do. So what they can do is hashtag we are UC Caps tonight.
Okay.
Not the word tonight, just we are UC Caps, and then we'll check it and then we'll respond.
Quarter time stats. A bit of a concern for the Caps. Only 2 scorers. Lauren Mansfield has 7 and Michaela Roof with 4. While for the Melbourne Boomers, Brittany Smart with 9 and Rebecca Cole with 4.
Yeah, as we watch Maddie Garrick again just pull up jump shot, help herself to 2 points.
Tough move by Michaela Roof.
Now, if I was guarding Michaela Roof, you know what I'd do, Juice?
You tell me, Jacko. Euro foul.
Apart from Euro foul, which is my favourite kind of foul, I'd make her use a right hand, Juice. I haven't seen it all year.
Yeah, absolutely. As Rebecca Cole got wide open, maybe too open, Jacko, and missed the layup.
Yeah, too open. I think she was thinking about Mariana Tolo from behind, chasing her down and sending it into the Southern Cross Club Stadium wall, but she was nowhere to be seen. And so I think she's gotten away with the travel there.
Yeah, foul called.
Guy Malloy agrees with me, but we've got a foul called from the referee, Rob Rice. Guy Malloy yells at him, and Robbie doesn't listen to him.
I think it might have been a foul off the ball there, Jacko, in the post on Tolo.
Okay, fair enough. And there's Rob Rice giving him the old shake of the head. As a coach yourself, Juice, how do you feel about the shake of the head?
Don't really like the shake of the head. I prefer a referee that wants to actually talk to you a little bit. But I know Robbie's a pretty good referee, so I'm sure he'll probably tell you about it.
Very good referee. 5 seconds on the shot clock here. Abby Wayrung gets herself in a bit of a pickle. Throws it to Michaela Roof, who...
and Melbourne are called for another foul on the rebound. As
Kelly Bowen picks up the foul, trying to box out. Wasn't a biased Caps fan, but because I am, great call.
Yes, obviously boxing out's a big focus for the Boomers tonight.
And I think it needs to be, as the Caps have been dominant on the boards the last couple of weeks. Wide open, Abby Wayrung.
Can't make that one again. Hopefully she keeps looking for that though, Jacko.
Yeah, it's a good look for the UC Caps as they are Melbourne Boomers bring it back down the floor.
On 3 and Tolo gets the board for the UC Caps.
Mansfield in the open floor, does what we love best about her, pushes the ball, gets to the rim, helps herself to 2 points.
She's been good so far tonight, Mansfield.
Lauren Mansfield will play for the Australian Opals one day.
You know what, Jacko? It's on YouTube, so no pen required.
There you go. As the Melbourne Boomers steps out of bounds with their hands on the ball, so we've got UC Caps inbounding it from the baseline. And the crucial minutes when Mansfield's on the bench for the UC Caps.
Yeah, big job here for Abby Wayrung running the point now for the Caps.
Yeah, no natural point guard on the floor for the UC Caps, but Jasmine Gwathmey back into the game hopefully makes up for it by being a bit of a scorer. Great pass.
Great extra pass. Wilson can't make it, but Abby Wayrung with the long board. Back inside to Tolo, another foul inside. Basket won't count.
Yeah, look, Tolo hasn't got any points on the board, but she's definitely causing troubles for the Melbourne Boomers on the inside, isn't she?
Yeah, she's definitely a presence in there. She's doing a good job on the offensive glass, and big presence in the post.
As we see Tegan Cunningham checking back into the game for the Melbourne Boomers, taking out Jess Bygate with some good minutes off the bench. As we see the Caps, that's their probably most effective play of the game so far. High-low between Tolo and Roof. I think the Melbourne Boomers are going to have to make an adjustment because they get lucky there.
Yeah, they made an adjustment, but as you said, Jacko, you know what hand she shot that one with?
I think she shot it with her right hand.
And she missed.
And what was the result?
She missed it.
Yeah, you did hear it here. Jacko and the Juice know a thing about basketball. Travel. She got away with the travel there, but that's okay.
Good D by Gwathmey, but Brittany Smart makes that tough shot.
A very tough shot. As we see Wayrung advance the ball for the UC Caps.
Little high-low again there from the capsule into Roof, and she goes left. Can't finish, but she'll go to the line for 2.
So let's just recap what's happened in the last 2 possessions here, Colts. We've gone right, what was the result?
She missed.
We've gone left, what was the result?
Little foul, and we'll go to the line for 2.
You kids listening at home, read the scouting report.
I think the coaches around the league are going to love us, Jacko. We're just giving away the all the cap secrets.
I shouldn't be giving away secrets, should I? As Michaela Roof helps herself to 1 from the line.
Guy Malloy's been around for a long time. I'm sure it would have been on his scouting report, so I'm going to place the blame on the players here, Jacko.
Yeah, I think you're not wrong. As Roof finishes off another foul shot.
Little press here from the Caps.
Yeah, we see the Caps go into a bit of a... I don't know what it is. It's a bit of a 1-2-2 press.
Couldn't even tell you what that was, Jacko. People all over the place.
But you know what the Melbourne Boomers are doing.
Shuffling.
Shuffle offense. We see the UC Caps switching a lot of the stuff off the ball. That's
Pretty
another...
Smart got away with a shuffle. Ball there by Jasmine Gwathmey.
Yeah, look.
It's hard to defend a travel.
Look. She's done 2 in a row where she shuffled her feet there. Hasn't she, Brittany Smart? And I don't know. Maybe I'm. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm watching a different game.
That might be part of the shuffle offense.
She could be seen on the dance floors of the Southern Cross Club at Tuggeranong late tonight with the happy feet that she's got going on there. But nonetheless, she helps herself to the first foul shot and takes it to 27-17.
Makes the second as well. 28-17 to the Melbourne Boomers.
Yeah, and the Boomers come out in the 2-2-1 press themselves, which offers no resistance to the UC Canberra Capitals.
Nice little posts are playing well together, Jacko. Roof couldn't quite finish that one. A nice pass by Tolo.
Yeah, there's some nice passing from the post. You know what there isn't?
Nice finishing.
Nice finishing.
Alice Kunik goes to the basket and makes the basket and fouled.
Yeah, strong move by Kunik. Gets to the rim, helps herself to 2 points. You'll see if she can go to the line and add another one. 30-17.
And Paul Goris. What's to talk about at this time out, I reckon, Jacko?
I'm not surprised that he wants to talk about it. The UC Caps, they're getting good shots. So they're just not finishing off on the inside right now. And defensively, though, is where the real issues are.
Yeah, allowing too much penetration to the basket at the moment. Melbourne making the most of their of the easy baskets. Being able to finish at one end and Caps aren't being able to finish at the other end. So probably the difference at the moment.
You know what else is the difference, Colts?
Tell me, Jacko, what's the difference? Who makes a difference around here?
The Australian Sports Commission make a difference. So if I was to say, what are your 3 favourite things about the Australian Sports Commission, Juice, what would they be?
The fact that they're Australian, the fact that they look after sport in Australia, and I'm struggling for the third. Probably the fact that they're a commission, I guess.
So are you a fan of commissions, is what you're saying?
I love a good commission.
Yeah, look, the Women's National Basketball League, strongly supported, not just supported, strongly supported by the Australian government through the Australian Institute of Sport and who, Colts?
And the Australian Sports Commission.
The Australian Sports Commission. As we come out of this timeout, we'll see if the message that Paul Goris spoke about in the timeout sets in for the UC Caps.
It's not going to surprise you to hear me say this, Jacko, but out of this timeout, I really want to see Gwathmey go to the basket.
What do you think that they have drawn up in the... Well, they won't have drawn up giving up an offensive rebound off a foul shot, will they?
Definitely didn't. I'm sure Paul Goris is much better than that. He didn't draw that up.
He's probably furious, isn't he?
Tolo gets the ball, and here she goes on the break.
Anything can happen here. It's a good decision, though, isn't it?
Oh. Mansfield couldn't make the 3, and it's out of bounds to the Melbourne Boomers. Besto's going to come back in for Keely Froling.
Yeah, Goris is getting him in and out very quickly tonight, trying to find a combination that works for him, and as of yet, he hasn't found one, has he?
He definitely hasn't found that combination yet. I like the Tolo Roof combination, but Roof having a rest at the moment. How many times have you seen that pass tonight, Jacko?
Yeah, look, the Melbourne Boomers running the old school shuffle to perfection here. Showing that you don't need to reinvent the wheel, do you, Colts?
Waffing me off balance. Looking for the foul too. As Mansfield comes up with it.
Yeah, while she was off balance, you know what she wasn't doing? Settling for a jump shot. So we love that.
Tolo's called for the travel. And she argued, so it obviously was a foul.
Yeah, look. Tolo not known to argue.
No. I think she was a bit gun-shy after that tech earlier in the season.
Yeah.
Mum and Dad might have given her a bit of a dressing down.
Yeah, and so they should have. As we get to see another foul on Lauren Mansfield here. Her first of the game. As the Melbourne Boomers lead 32-19 over the UC Capitals. Guy Malloy yells to the bench, disappointingly, that they didn't hear him on the first time for the timeout.
Had to ask a couple of times.
Yeah, look, should they charge him for 3 timeouts? Because that's how many times he asked.
He did ask very politely.
He did. Now, as you go through the Book of Wonders there, Courts, what have you got for me?
It's an oldie but a goodie, Jacko. If you were to buy a new car today, where in Canberra would you go?
Well, you know what I'd probably do? I'd drive around for a little bit. I'd check out the many car dealerships there are in the ACT. I'd pull up to 152 Melrose Drive, Phillip, and see the fantastic Infinity motor car.
I don't think the fans at home are going to be surprised to hear me say, first car I bought, straight from Richard Rolfe direct.
Richard Rolfe Infinity, proudly sponsoring the Caps for a very, very long time, forever, I think.
And how about the prizes that have been given away the last few weeks? They gave away tickets to the Kings in a corporate box last week.
Tickets to Flume.
Cleaned up with the Arias.
Cleaned up. They didn't need to hire cleaners for after the Aria dinner because Flume came in and cleaned it all up for them.
I tell you, if you put Flume and Michaela Roof in the same room, it's going to be very, very clean. Cleaning up with the Arias, cleaning up on the boards.
I wasn't sure what was going on there, but yeah, no, I get it now. It's an interesting one, but yeah, very good. But you know what else we'll see at half-time tonight? Rolfe Infinity half-court shot. Pump up the crowd. We will be pumping up the crowd. And we will have 2 contestants. Little zone for the Caps as they come out of the timeout. Force the Melbourne Boomers into a tough shot. Fantastic work from Cunningham to pick up the rebound.
Good contest there with Carly Wilson, but
Maddie Garrick
knocks down the 3.
Disrespects Carly Wilson's 350th game, doesn't she?
Mansfield pulls up from the elbow for a 2.
Keeping them in the game right now is Lauren Mansfield, isn't she?
Yeah, definitely keeping them in the game.
Oh, gee, it doesn't look exactly confident with the ball, Brittany Smart there, does she? But advances the ball safely as they go back into the tried and true shuffle offense. Kuna goes to work inside and fumbles it out of bounds. Roof
comes back into the game, checking out Steph Besto. Good minutes there by Steph Besto.
She definitely held her own defensively, which is all you can ask from the bench at times. Anything else you get on top of that's a bit of a bonus. So, very good minutes from the young Steph Besto.
Michaela Roofs back into the game and back on the board with 2 from the elbow.
And that's very good offense from the UC Capitals there. Tolo drawing all the intention inside, and Michaela Roof wide open from the elbows.
Oh, and Tolo knocks it out off the referee.
Yeah, look. Off the referee, straight out of bounds. All you basketball people at home will understand that's part of the game, though. We've got sandwiches down the side of the court. What's going on? Nearly in the way.
Melbourne have done a good job on the glass so far tonight, Jacko.
Yeah, Maddie Garrick, she's been really good off the bench coming back from injury, bringing energy to the Melbourne Boomers, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's been good. See if Canberra look to go back inside again here on offense.
And we've seen the camera just walk into the game. Guess who that camera belongs to?
I'm guessing Win TV.
Win
Best coverage
TV,
around.
the best coverage around.
Tolo misses again. Now she's called for the foul. And I think she's going to be happy because she was hacked under the hoop.
Hasn't been her best game in the first half, has it?
It hasn't. She's missed a couple of easy ones. She's got a lot of attention under the basket.
I think that was a bit of a frustration foul from the Mariana Tolo.
It's a 350 gamer checks out, and Abby Waring back into the game for the Caps.
As Robbie Ross has a chat to the two bigs on the court.
Tolo's just explaining to Olivia Thompson there, I think, what's happening. Asking her not to foul her.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much traction she'll get from that juice, but an interesting tact from the Australian Opal. Alice Koenig turns the ball over again as Michaela Roof comes up with it.
You know who goes to the basket? Cool, can't quite make it. Hits the floor hard. She hit the floor hard last week as well a few times.
Extremely hard as Laura Mansfield goes from good to great in this game tonight.
Quicker.
As we see, I think is it Kelly Bowen checks into the game for the Melbourne Boomers. Takes out Tegan Cunningham, isn't it? We see Lauren Mansfield knock down the first for the Melbourne Boomers. No, she doesn't. She knocks it down for the UC Caps, doesn't she?
She does. And the second, 35 to the Melbourne Boomers.
And again, a bit of an extended press from the UC Capitals.
2-1-2, I think, Jacko. So they almost...
For you kids at home, don't allow the ball in the middle of the floor on defense.
Oh, a little travel.
Ball nonetheless.
Michaela Roof goes... Which way, Jacko? Which way does she go?
She goes to the left. As Guy Malloy, not happy with proceedings, calls another timeout. Michaela Roof finishes off inside and goes to the foul line.
Timeout to the Boomers.
Better energy from the University of Canberra Capitals. Now, if you're in the ACT calls and you're sitting there and you're thinking, I need my tax return done. I need someone to do the bookkeeping for me. Who are you going to call?
There's only one I'd call.
Who are they? Callahan's.
Is it Callahan's?
I think it's Callaghan's.
Callaghan's. I'd call them as well. I'd try Callahan's first, and then when they didn't pick up, I'd go straight to Callaghan's.
Callaghan's Accounting, fantastic supporters of the UC Caps, have been supporters for a very long time.
I've got to, not really, pretty much going away from accounting here, Jacko, but I've really got to give the WNBL big props. I think the quality of the game that I've seen the last few weeks has been outstanding. It's a great product, and I think Sally Phillips and all the crew at the WNBL are doing a great job.
Interesting you mentioned Sally Phillips. She's actually in attendance tonight, Colt, so you can actually thank her in person for the great work that she's doing.
Oh, I should.
She's made the trip for the UC Capitals Carly Wilson's 350th game, and as she should. It's an amazing feat to play 350 in the top league in Australia, and you know Sally Phillips here to pay respect to that. Michaela Roof helps herself with another one from the line and makes the score 35 to the Melbourne Boomers, plays the UC Capitals 28.
2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Can't let the ball into the middle that easily, Jacko.
Yeah, they can't. They obviously haven't got earphones in listening to me on the sideline, have they? As we see some late clock possession from the Melbourne Boomers now.
Oh, Koenig goes to the basket, but too late.
Yeah, it is too late for Alice Koenig. A good change up out of the timeout for the Caps with the full court pressure. It just got the Melbourne Boomers out of their stuff, didn't it?
Yeah, it looked very disorganised that time down Jacko. Got to late clock and they didn't know who they wanted to have the ball in their hands, and it was by the time it got to Koenig, it was too late.
As we see the UC Caps come out and run their stuff once again. High on ball, which is our favourite play between Mansfield and Tolo.
Tolo, she's hit one. I think she got fouled again, Jacko.
I think she did get fouled again, as we see the yelling, how long? Obviously not long enough.
Definitely not long enough.
5 points down there before half time.
I like this switching D by the Caps at the moment, Jacko.
Yeah, look, it's one of the luxuries you have with a Jasmine Gwathmey. She can guard 1 to 5, can't she? So she can switch whatever she wants to.
Caps go back to the high pick and roll, but goes through Roof.
Ten seconds on the shot clock here for the UC Caps. Michaela Roof. You know, that's not
a good shot.
It's not a good shot. It's
late clock.
Not a good possession for the UC Caps. I think they could have got a better one. As Tolo worries, I don't know, who was that one? Juice?
That was Jess Bygate.
Yeah, worried her out of the two, didn't she?
Definitely. Might have got away with a foul, probably making up for some of the ones they've missed down the other end.
Yeah. 13 seconds
nice
on the clock, 9 on the game.
Smacked her as Lauren Mansfield dances into the lane. Tolo cleans up but can't finish, and she'll go to the line for 2. They found a foul in there finally, Jacko.
What a through the legs dribble by Lauren Mansfield there. That's what we love to see.
It's Brittany Smart checks Kelly Bowen. Tolo finally makes her way to the line. 6.1 on the clock. Caps down 30-35.
Yeah, she'll be happy with that. As she makes the first to bring it to 31 points to the UC Caps and makes the second as well.
Can't afford a foul here, the Caps. They don't want to give us some cheap baskets towards the end. Koenig can't quite finish on the buzzer. Got away with one there, the Caps, Jacko.
Yeah, they did get away with one. Alice Koenig can't buy a bucket in the first half, can she?
No. Almost a lid on the hoops tonight, Jacko.
As we look, there's one rate. You know, we've been doing this commentating for 3 weeks now, Juice. We've got a voice for the radio. There's one station we'd like to be on, isn't there?
There is. Definitely one station that we'd love to be on. Hit 104.7 in Canberra.
Certainly what I listen to. You know my favourite part about 104 from work? You know who's on the radio?
Hamish and Andy.
Hamish and Andy. I mean, what a get for 104.7 to have the second best broadcasters behind Jacko and the Juice. So Hamish and Andy, if you're listening, which I'm sure you are, massive fans of female basketball in Australia. If you're listening, we're coming for you.
Watch out for your title.
And I bet they're concerned as well.
Finished up on radio today for their annual holidays. They'll be watching out.
So you know what we don't do? Go on holidays before. We've still got listeners to please. We stick it out, don't we?
Absolutely. Men of the people.
We are men of the people. So what we'll do, we'll go into our halftime break, lubricate our vocal cords, as the UC Capitals trail the Melbourne Boomers 32-35.
Jody in 3.
as we welcome you back to the Southern Cross Club in Tuggeranong. The Melbourne Boomers lead the UC Capitals 35-32. As we have a quick look at the stats here, Coults, what do you got for me?
Yeah, for the Caps, main contributors, Michaela Roof with 13 and 4 rebounds, and Lauren Mansfield with 11. Tolo started to come into the game in the end of that second quarter, but she's got 4. And for Melbourne Boomers, Brittany Smart with 16 straight up, and Maddie Garrick with 5, Rebecca Cole with 6. The main contributors in the first half.
Now, as we look at the UC Capitals getting their shots up, well, we don't look at them, we look at the scoreboard on the visuals at home, but that's what's happening here at the Southern Cross Club Stadium. We've got the UC Caps shooting around on court. I think Paul Goris has gone with the early serve in the change room and get back out there really quick as the tactic.
Yeah, it seems that way, Jack. I don't think they'd be too happy with that first half. As we discussed at the start of the game, it's a tricky game to come off two top-of-the-table teams and then come up against a team who's been struggling a little bit to keep the momentum going a little bit.
Yeah, and there's always that risk, when it is a big game like it is here for the UC Caps with Carly Wilson's 350th, it's tough not to get caught up in a moment like that, isn't it? Obviously they're all very excited for her, want to do really well for her. It's tough not to get carried away.
Yeah, it looks like they came out a little bit nervous as well, Jacko. Tolo missed a couple of close ones early on, and they struggled to get going.
Yeah, look, I'm not surprised. Look, it was a big game for Mariana Tolo too, her 150th, but I think she would have been more concentrating on Wilson's 350th as well. They're very good friends, Tolo and Wilson, due to the fact that they used to live together.
Tell me more, Jack. I believe you were in the mix there as well.
Look, I was knocking about one night at the old, at the house. So, obviously privacy reasons, I won't give up the address to the house, will I? But I'm knocking about having a quiet beverage one night, and I've got, there was a slumber party. Yeah, there's a lot of people having a night, having a bit of a sleep, and I wake up and I hear chaos in the kitchen, and I walk out of the bedroom floor that I was sleeping on. I walk out into the kitchen, and you know what I found?
You tell me.
The kitchen roof on the floor of the kitchen.
How did that happen?
There was raining. And what had happened, there was a leak in the roof. So I look up and what I see is two UC Capitals in Mariana Tolo and Carly Wilson knocking about in their pyjamas, not knowing what to do because of the broken roof and water dripping into the kitchen.
I'm sure you would have been a great help there, Jacko.
I am one of the handier people you'll ever come across. So I said to myself, can someone get me some spack filler for this 1 metre in diameter hole that was in the roof?
And how'd that go for you?
So what we did, we called a plumber the next day, who came and said, "What are you calling a plumber for? You've got a leaking roof, you idiots." So then we called a roofer the next day, and then, long story short, we fixed the roof. Bob's your uncle. No more roof on the kitchen floor.
So that's good. So we know Carly can't fix roofs.
Carly Wilson cannot fix a roof. If Michaela Roof was there, however.
Good point.
You know what hand she would have fixed the roof with, though?
Yes, it would have been her left. Otherwise, they would have been in trouble.
She would have fixed the roof with her left hand. Carly Wilson, fun fact of the day, guys at home. So
going into the third quarter here, Jacko, the Caps have been good the last few games going into the third quarter. What do you need to see from both teams?
Yeah, look, it has been the Caps' quarter, hasn't it? The third quarter. I'd like to see the Caps continue to go inside. They're in the game basically because Lauren Mansfield's been carrying them. I'm not sure she's capable of carrying them for the whole game.
Yeah, you're probably right, Jack. I'll say that would have been addressed at half time, making sure that Mansfield doesn't get in the lane so easily. Lots of problems for the Boomers. I mean, Tolo and Roof were going at the end of the second quarter, and Mansfield, so they've got to plug lots of holes at the moment.
Yeah, look, the one thing the Boomers don't have, they just don't have that inside presence that the UC Capitals have. So a lot of their stuff comes out of their offense, their offensive structure, the good old-fashioned shuffle. They get a lot of stuff out of it, but it doesn't really get you a lot of great post-up opportunities at times, does it?
They're still able to get the ball inside though. Hit the guards on a lot of back cuts to the basket and got some easy layups. So hopefully the Caps might have addressed that at half time.
And you know what they have got? They've got Brittany Smart having a great half time, haven't they?
Yeah, she got a little bit from everywhere. Brittany Smart. She had a few threes. Got to the basket a couple of times as well.
As both teams about to knock back out onto the court now. And it seems like a fantastic time, Colts, to do what we do best. Look after those who look after us. And you know who looks after us?
Tell me, Jacko, who's looking after us?
UC Fit.
UC Fit.
UC Fit for all your fitness needs. Now, I don't know if you obviously can't see us here in the commentary booth. Physical specimens.
UC Fit very well equipped, I'd say, to help the Caps with all their fitness needs. Looked after well by manager there, former Cannon, John Stelzer.
Now that's the as we see the foul on looks like Cunningham again.
Yeah.
Tegan Cunningham. How many fouls has she got now, Colts?
That might be her third, Jacko. No, second.
Yeah, second foul. As we see the Caps, as we thought, go inside in the first possession of the game. See Gwathmey come off the turnout here.
I like that from Gwathmey being aggressive, but she drove straight into where Tolo was, making it pretty difficult for herself.
And she hit a brick wall. It looked like it was I don't know who it was that hit her, but it was a solid defensive play by the Melbourne Boomers.
Late Clockers, Roof comes away with the ball.
Oh no, that's not a good pass.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's how you get injured, but she seems to have done pretty well there, Jasmine Gwathmey.
Good case of the splits.
Yeah, that's right. It was a bit of a case of the splits there for Jasmine Gwathmey. It's in footy we refer to that one as the hospital ball there from Michaela Roof to Mariana Tolo.
It's always probably not in the best interest to have to throw the ball to your big on the fast break running down the middle of the lane with their back to the basket.
Ball handling, not the strength of most centres in the league. Though Tolo, not a bad ball handler, but certainly not her strength.
Nice little up and under there from Beck Cole.
It was nice over the outstretched arms of Tolo, who couldn't deter that one from sinking out the bottom of the net. You can see the Caps come back out and well, we got a bit of a foul on.
Yeah, two hands there called on Brittany Smart. Can't have two hands on the ball handler, Jacko.
You can't have two hands on the ball. Easy call.
Easy one for the refs.
Easy one.
Indeed. You know who was on the spot there?
I'm not sure who was on the spot there.
One of Canberra's finest, Jack Taylor.
There you go. There you go.
Do you know which way Brittany Smart went to score that 2 points, Jacko?
I don't know which way Brittany Smart went to score the 2 points because you know who did.
Michaela Roof. Sorry, Michaela Roof. Getting a bit too excited.
Yeah, she went left. It was a decent defensive play from Koenig, but the referees didn't agree.
Shuffling out of the shuffle.
It was a bit of a shuffle of the feet there. Alice Koenig hasn't been her best game so far to date, has it?
No, it hasn't. She's hasn't been able to make too many baskets, but she's still going hard at the hoop. It's what Melbourne are going to need.
It's a tough matchup for Koenig, the UC Caps. They've got those long, athletic kind of, 3-4 combos that really match up well with her.
Roof spins back to her right and she finishes this time.
You know what the Roof is?
It's on fire.
It is on fire here at the Southern Cross Club Stadium. As the UC Caps trail by 1 point here.
Yeah, it's a good start coming out of half time from the Caps. Aggressive on D. Getting to the hoop on offense. Michaela Roof pulls down another board.
Brittany Smart probably picks up another one there. Consecutive fouls there for Smart. She's going to have to be careful of that going late down the clock. That's her third personal, Colts.
Yeah, they need her in the game, Jacko. She's provided all their offensive punch so far.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Juice. As Guy Malloy risks it, he knows that she's their only offensive punch, so he leaves her in the game.
Little kick out there. Gwathmey goes to the hoop. Can't finish. It's Tolo on the boards. And she can't finish, but Ruth spins to her left. She can't finish. And Tolo comes up with another offensive board.
All over the offensive glass here, the UC Capitals.
Ruth with a 2.
Very happy with her work. I think she is too. Michaela
Ruth is
Ruth.
very happy with her work.
She's playing very well, Michaela Ruth. Yeah, that's definitely a foul there, Mariana Tolo. Just a little bit too late there on the show.
It's always a tough one for the big. That one, Jacko, the hard show.
Second foul there for Tolo as we see Jess Bygate, Jess Bygate back into the game here for Tegan Cunningham for the Melbourne Boomers. The UC Caps defense has been sharp here in the early going of the third quarter, hasn't it?
It has a little bit of miscommunication there between Wilson and Tolo, but Caps made up for it. Caps go back inside to Tolo. Little left-hand hook going to the basket. So Caps 40.
Yeah, that's more what we like from the UC Caps, isn't it?
It's UC Caps 40, Melbourne Boomers 37.
And the Caps quarter continues.
Tolo got away with one there.
Got away with one there. That's not a smart play there from Tolo, but gets away with it as Michaela Ruth comes up with the board after Jasmine Gwathmey got a piece of it.
Mansfield with a pull-up jumper from the elbow. 2 more. Guy Malloy wants some time.
Timeout. Guy Malloy. UC Caps come out of the second quarter break on fire and take the lead 42-37.
Now, opposition fans coming to Canberra, if you had to recommend them somewhere to stay, where in Canberra would you recommend them?
Look, to the opposition fans that have come to the games, they've enjoyed a quiet beverage at the Tuggeranong Southern Cross Club after the game. There's only one place to go.
Where's that, Jacko?
You drag yourself into town, you stay at the Crown Plaza in Canberra. Everything you need for a successful trip and a warm welcome from the friendly staff.
And pretty good clubs around the area as well, Jacko. A few favourites of yours around there?
Oh, I'm not a clubber myself, Courts, but the young kids, they tell me there are a couple of clubs around there, so if that's what you're into, more than welcome to get out there and enjoy only 1 or 2 beverages in a nightlife.
Yeah, we won't give them any service because they don't sponsor the Caps.
No, they don't. They don't sponsor the Caps, so...
Want some service from Jacko and the Juice, you got to throw some money.
Yeah, exactly right. It's going to cost you, isn't it?
It is. These shout-outs don't come free.
And what would they? I'm sure the return on the investment for these guys. When Jacko and the Juice give you a shout-out, business comes swimming. You know where else you can swim?
You tell me.
The Crown Plaza in Canberra.
Yes, you can.
At the swimming pool. Fantastic. Attached right to the... it's next to Glebe Park, isn't it?
It is. Now, what do Melbourne need to do here, Jacko?
I think they just need to come out, re-establish their offense. They might need to look to trap the post, trap Roof and Tolo inside. But, Mansfield's hurt them as well, so it's tough.
The problem is, Jacko, the Caps bigs have been getting deep steals, which becomes hard to double. It gets so deep.
It does become hard to double, doesn't it? As they come back out in the shuffle. Maddie Garrick's got the isolation against Tolo. Forces up a tough shot.
Again, late clock. They had to force one up. Tolo with a good defense carried a hand, and that's hard to shoot over, Jacko.
She moves her feet pretty well for a centre, doesn't she?
Here come the Caps again.
And that's the change that Guy Malloy's made in the timeout. It's going to a zone defence. But look at that passing.
Great pass on from Tolo to a big underneath Roof. Made good position again there, Roof.
Very good position from Roof. Is that Mariana Tolo or is that Magic Johnson down there dropping dimes at 6'5"?
Abby Waring comes back in. Vet Carly Wilson.
Are we sure how many games she's played? I think
they did a recount during the week, Jack. I'm pretty sure it's 350. Michaela Roof makes the first.
350 for all you South Park fans at home.
I'm sure all the South Park fans are tuning in tonight, Jacko.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong as Michaela Roof helps herself to another one and the Cups come back to that vaunted 2-2-1 press.
Yeah. Ball goes through the middle and the Boomers are out.
They need to get Alice Koenig more involved, the Melbourne Boomers. That's the one. My one criticism of the shuffle. It's got lots of options, but it doesn't get play. It's an equal opportunity of the offense, isn't it?
Brittany Smart turns the ball over again. Good hands by Roof as Mansfield comes down, knocked out of bounds by Brittany Smart.
UC Caps inbound the ball with 4 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the third quarter. Oh, jeez. Plenty physical, isn't it?
It is very physical. The girls throwing their weight around. Tolo cuts and was met by about 3 of them.
She was met by 3 of them down the baseline of that zone. And it's a bit of, I'm not sure, a bit of a 1-2-2 zone, but that looks like a foul to me, but gets away with it. Abby Wayrung
knocks down 3. She's back on the board, Jacko. Missed 2-1 too early, but now Guathme, a nice little pass going to the baseline.
I like myself some Abby Wayrung, I do, from those corners. A handy little player, plays some good defense, hits open shots. I like that.
Nice D there by Abby Wayrung. Makes Brittany Smart give it up.
Right on cue.
Again, forced Melbourne to the baseline. Almost threw it away again.
She's made a lot of progress in the last year, I think, Abby Wayrung.
Yeah, she's been great the last few weeks, Jacko. Guy Malloy's not real happy with the defense on the ball handler.
And I think no coincidence from the UC Caps that this little winning streak they're on coincides with Abby Wayrung being back in the game.
Yes, Pauline threw up another contested jump shot, and here comes Abby Wayrung back the other way. Good patience there by Guathme. Passes it over to Mansfield. That's 3 more. And you know what Guy Malloy wants to do?
He wants to call his second time out at a half, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's using them up, but he has to stop this momentum, Jacko. 50-37, the UC Caps.
Used 2 of his 3 timeouts already, Coots. If this game becomes close, that's going to be crucial down the stretch.
Yeah, it's tough at the moment, Jacko. They went away from their man-to-man defense to a zone. What do they do now?
They make it rain. As we if I was thirsty right now, I could take myself out to the Southern Cross Club Tuggeranong kiosk and I'd buy myself a beverage. What beverage would that be?
For me, there's only one choice, Jacko. The one and only Coca-Cola. Watching my weight, so probably Coke Zero.
It probably would be a Coke Zero. You know, the rumour I've heard, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, so if Coke's listening, maybe this is not right. But the rumour I've heard, the Coke Zero, very similar to Diet Coke, but they found that a lot of males didn't want to drink Diet Coke. They make Coke Zero, essentially the same product, and they drink Coke Zero.
I'll call it Coke male. Coke male and Coke female.
We're not about that here, though, are we?
No. I think that'd be sexist.
I enjoy both kinds of beverages, whether it be Diet or Zero.
Crowd really getting into it here, Jacko.
What's the run here from the Caps, Coulson? I know you've got a photographic memory.
I couldn't tell you.
The halftime score.
Melbourne 35-32, so an 18-2 run coming out of the halftime.
I'm not sure that's what Guy Malloy would have spoken about in his halftime chat.
I don't think he wanted to give up a 13-point lead this early, Jacko. Or a lead at all.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Here comes
the press again, and all the Boomers have run away, and she's in a bit of trouble here. Oh, no, she's not.
Better job by the Caps there as well, taking away the middle pass.
You know what the Boomers are right now? Discombobulated.
Robbie Ross Robbie Rice bails them out, and Tolo picks up her third.
Yeah, look, I'm not sure if it was the right call, but not a smart play by Tolo. If you have a look at the replay, which we don't have available to us at the moment, she wasn't straight up.
Robbie Rice and Paul Goris having a bit of a heated conversation there.
Yeah, they are having a heated conversation.
Maybe Tolo was looking for the veteran no call there.
Look, I think it was the right call, to be honest with you. As biased as I am, I think Tolo, her arm was definitely out of her cylinder, and then that's the result you get.
It's probably what the Melbourne Boomers needed, a trip to the free throw line. Maddie Garrick knocks down 2.
Yeah, knocks down 2, and that's what you do when you're struggling from the field. You get yourself to the foul line, don't you?
Yeah, you've got to get those cheap baskets. Melbourne will probably take whatever they can get right now. They come out some
that's
pressure
a foul.
defense. Definitely a foul. Alice Koenig.
And I think you'll find that's the bonus there for the UC Caps. There's also more trouble for the Melbourne Boomers.
Yeah. It's a tough one at the moment for the Boomers, Jacko. They need to a bit more pressure on defense, but put a bit of pressure on and pick up a foul, and the Caps are back to the line.
I would like to take this opportunity, Colt, to wish the 2 Australian under-19s teams, the Emus and the Gems, wish them the best of luck in their tour.
Guy Malloy not too happy with the referees, and he was warned. And Robbie Rice isn't putting up with that.
He's not having it, is he? He's not having that, and you'll find that's a technical foul. And Guy Malloy's got a bit more to say to that now, the local referee, Jack Taylor, now, doesn't he?
He's usually pretty tolerant, Robbie, so Robbie's obviously had enough.
He has had enough.
He's getting a bit from both ends as well. Paul Goris was giving a little bit on the last one.
Yeah, look, no one likes to get it. Back to the Emus and the Gems there. We'd like to wish them all the best of luck in Fiji as they take on all of the Oceania, I believe, in their quest.
Yeah, difficult conditions over in Fiji. The climate a little bit different. And New Zealand in the men's particularly quite strong.
Extremely strong, aren't they? As we, I had a bit of a run around against the Emus yesterday myself, Courts.
And how'd that go for you, Jacko?
Actually, I lied to you. I didn't have much of a run around, did I? I had a walk around. As one of the more interesting passes you'll see on a WNBL floor ends up in the hands of Keely Froling, who turns it over. But I think the future of Australian basketball is in good hands with the young Emus and Gems heading over to Fiji, and Coach Paul Goris will miss the next Caps game as a result.
He will, looking after the women's team.
We've got assistant coach Reese Potter will take over from Paul Goris. Head coach, I think it's the Launceston Tornadoes. Reese Potter coaches in the off-season.
I did not know that.
Lauren Mansfield and Michaela Roof both are part of that team.
As Abby Wayrun rings in 3 more. Or was it a long 2?
I think it was the Cardinal Sin long 2 there.
Cardinal Sin.
Cooks, but that's okay. We'll take 2 more points for the UC Capitals. And again, I'm not happy with what's going on in the Melbourne. Well, actually, I am happy. As Maddie Garrick bails them out. That's not a very good offensive possession again, though, is it?
No, it wasn't. They're struggling to handle the pressure deep by the Caps. Lauren Mansfield picks up that one. Pretty Smart comes back in for Beck Cole, and Tegan Cunningham comes back in for
Jess Bygate.
Yeah, Jess Bygate. Thanks, Jacko. A little assist there. Back to the Emus, we did see them firsthand last night, and they're not a tall team, but they're definitely athletic and definitely can play some good pressure deep.
Yeah, look, I think it's a bit of a staple of Australian basketball to play up the floor, and we're seeing all of that tonight from the Boomers and the UC Capitals. And it's what we hang our hat on internationally, isn't it?
It is, as Maddie Garrick helps herself to 2 from the free throw line.
As Keely Froling struggles with the extended pressure right on cue from the Melbourne Boomers. As we see the UC Caps struggle to get into their set. 5 seconds on the shot clock here is Lauren Mansfield. Nice pull up.
Can't get the user-friendly roll, and here come Melbourne back the other way.
Caps, Melbourne Boomers get back into their shuffle offense.
As Roof pulls down the defensive board.
And again, I don't like that shot, Colts. I don't like it at all. You're struggling to put the ball in the hole, and you settle for a half-contested three-point shot without getting a touch inside. And again, that's my problem with the shuffle at times. It just doesn't get you the post touches that you need at times.
Roof gets another deep steal, and it's a Euro. Had to foul her there.
That is a Euro, isn't it?
That's what I was talking about before, Jacko. She's just getting deep steals and makes her very, very difficult to guard. Sky Malloy still giving the referees a little bit of advice.
Yeah, look, he's going to have a bit of advice for the parking attendants if he keeps going the way he's going. But we see Stephanie Bairstow check back into the game for Keely Froling. And Michaela Roof has a 24th point of the evening. You heard me right. Don't turn up your volume. You heard me correctly at home. 24 points already.
Yeah, she's been good tonight, Jacko. When Polo's been a little bit quiet, and Roof's definitely stepped up to the plate. The Caps let the ball through the middle again in their press.
Yeah, look, she's got that advantage, Roof. The Melbourne Boomers probably chatted a lot about trying to guard Tolo during the week. They forgot to talk about Michaela Roof.
Another long two there, and Abby Waring's called for the foul on the box out.
I'm not sure about that one, Colts, and my biased self believes that one is not a good call.
Thought she did good. I thought it was a nice box out, to be honest, but obviously the referee saw something else, and they're in the right position, Jacko.
Oh, they're in a better position than I am, Colts, so I shouldn't doubt them, should I?
Brittany Smart chases her own board and finishes off with the offensive board. Nice little play there by Brittany Smart.
She's the only thing they got going for them right now, Brittany Smart. She's probably got 20-odd points herself. Don't have her numbers right here in front of me, but she's having a cracker, isn't she?
Little high pick and roll as Mansfield goes to the basket and makes it and is fouled.
The little hesitation on her left hand finishes off for the and one on the inside.
Highly underrated move, the hesitation, Jacko, for young players out there.
I've always struggled with the hesitation. You know why?
You've only got one speed.
I've only got one speed. Very tough for me to go from slow to slower.
It always makes it hard for the defender to guard somebody who slows it down and pulls it back. As interesting shot from Melbourne. Going early. Maddie Garrick's been out for a couple of weeks. Lost a bit of touch and lost a bit of feel for the game maybe there.
Guy Malloy probably wishes she was out about another 2.8 seconds because that one was...
Steph Bairstow travels.
A comedy of errors to finish the game here.
You know who they're missing on the floor there, the UC Caps? Keely Froling.
Keely Froling probably would have had a shot. And then we see the result.
Brittany Smart forces it up and just misses. 3/4 time. Caps 59. Melbourne Boomers 43.
And that's a 27 to 8 point for the quarter for the UC Capitals.
Yeah, big quarter from the Caps. Done the last few weeks. Third quarter's really been the quarter where they're taking the game away from their opposition.
And why do you think that is, Colts? Why do you think we're so strong in that third quarter?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's Paul Goris must be good at the 3/4 time rev ups.
Yeah, I think that's got a lot to do with it. I probably think the nerves settled a little bit too from the UC Capitals. Calmed down a little bit. Had to think about their own work, and that's the result we get.
Get the slow clap going, Canberra, because I tell you what, it worked well last week. Let's get this man the ball.
Little half-court shootout here at Tuggeranong Southern Cross Stadium.
As we see Old Mate take it from halfway, it looks good from our angle, but it falls very far to the left.
What he might have been doing was shot put there, Jacko.
Let's give you another crack.
Be a shot putter in his day.
Come on, Canberra, let's make some noise for Jonathan.
You know, this guy obviously works out at the UC Fit Gym with a physique like that.
Tickets to the wrestling. NXT Live. Here we go, Jonathan. Oh, look
Bit closer that time, Jacko, but still no cigar.
Jonathan, thank you so much for having me. Great, mate. Shake my hand. Thank you, brother.
Big wrestling fan, I reckon, that guy, but he's missed out on 2 tickets there to NXT.
He looks like a wrestling fan, doesn't he?
All thanks to our friends there at Rolf Infinity.
I don't know what that means, but I think he looks like a wrestling fan. I feel like wrestling fans wear tank tops a lot.
We want your help.
And do you think the Boomers have it in them? 16 points down to come back and finish this one off.
Looking at that quarter, Jacko, I'm not sure where they're getting their offense from, to be honest. They ran out of options in that third quarter. Brittany Smart was still providing good output for them. She's got 18, but I'm not sure where else it's coming from. Maddie Garrick's got 9, and Rebecca Cole's got 8. So they're going to need to find some more contributors, or Brittany Smart's going to have to get very, very hot.
Well, I said it before, they need to run some stuff for Alice Koenig. You've got a fantastic, talented, athletic player out there, and she's just not getting the ball in position to score right now, is she?
She's not. 3/4 time stats for the Caps. Michaela Roof, as we highlighted earlier, 24 points to go with 9 rebounds. And Lauren Mansfield, 19 points.
As Mansfield lets go from 3 herself.
Oh, big on the board. She's fouled. She'll go to the line for a couple of free throws.
And you know how you don't get yourself back into the game?
Giving up offensive boards.
You're not going to get back into the game that way. Possession's going to be crucial here. When you're down 16 points, you're going to need to get on your bike and get back quickly, aren't you?
Yeah, they forced the Caps into a probably the shot they wanted. Mansfield going for a 3, sort of get out of their offense, but then gave up an offensive board, and Tolo makes the first. 60-43, Caps.
Now, getting on your bike's one way to get back into the game. You know what the other quick way to get back into the game is?
I don't.
A car from Rolf Infinity.
It's true. At least sketches of the game.
I don't love that shot either. I don't love that shot from Maddie Garrick.
Too quick. They beat the press, and then the quick shot out of it. They need to be better than that. They need to get quick points, but not that way. They need to get some easy baskets.
To me, they look frazzled.
They do look frazzled. It was probably an open shot, but ill prescribed.
Back to the shuffle as we see Brittany Smart shakes loose, helps herself to 3 points. Maybe that's it. Maybe you give the ball to Smart and get out of her way.
That's looking like their best option at the moment, Jacko. Tolo gets a deep steal, and she goes to the basket for 2 more. They got to double that post, Jacko.
That's very good
Not let her
offense.
get so many deep steals.
Very good offense from the UC Capitals. Bit of a cross-pick action with the point guard and the centre, and that's what we end up with. We end up with a deep steal. Tolo helps herself to 2 points.
Yeah, and the Boomers are working hard for their points, and the Caps have so many good options like that in the paint. Ooh.
Again, I think the Caps would be happy with that shot from the Melbourne Boomers. A pull-up jump shot. It's just not great offense.
That's what you wanted, Jacko. Koenig going to the basket for 2.
I mean, you've got a player of the class of Alice Koenig, and I think she's taken about 6 shots for the whole game. She needs to be more involved in the offense.
Yeah, you're right, Jacko. That's her 7th shot. Roof, little thermometer shot there. I think Jacko's seeing how hot she is.
Not hot enough is the answer to that question, but that's a very good move by Michaela Roof.
They wanted to force her right. I don't think they wanted to force her that right, though. Wide open path to the hoop.
Forced her right to the hoop, didn't they? As here we go, back on the inside. Alice Koenig involved. Good things happen for the Melbourne Boomers.
We're not too far off the mark, Jacko, with what the Boomers need to do. They've gone to Koenig twice. She's made a basket, and that time she gets fouled. As Olivia Thompson's going to come back in.
As is Jasmine Gwathmey for the UC Capitals, taking out Abby Wayrung. As the Melbourne Boomers inbound here, down 17 points. And again, that is one of the more atrocious shots you'll come across. I'm not really sure. And Guy Malloy, I wouldn't be surprised if Beck Cole subs in here for, was that Bowen that shot that last one?
Yeah, Mansfield can't make that one, but Tolo big on the boards, taps it out to the 350 game vet, Carly Wilson, as Mansfield goes to the hoop again. Little elbow jumper from Tolo, finds the mark for 2 more.
I mean, everything's going in for the Caps right now. Again, lovely basketball to watch. I've thoroughly enjoyed my last couple of weeks here, Colts.
Absolutely, it's been good to watch, Jacko. Caps have been methodical at times, mainly after half time of games.
As Brittany Smart gets open again. Alice Koenig.
2 more for Alice Koenig.
I mean,
if Guy Malloy gets thrown out here, Jacko, he's getting pretty heated. He may want us to come down and coach for him.
Yeah, look, you know, if I'm coaching, you know we're not running.
The shuffle.
As Carly Wilson wide open, misses a 3-pointer. And that's a travel. If I've ever seen one, that is a travel.
As Kelly Bowen puts in 2. It's the Caps 67, Melbourne Boomers 52, as Tolo pours in 2 more. Push it out to a 17-point lead for the UC Caps.
And was that Michaela Roof with the pass there, Coots?
Beautiful pass by Michaela Roof.
It's one of the underrated aspects of her game, isn't it? Her passing ability, and not just her, but Tolo as well. The 2 bigs work really well together.
Yeah, she's been massive on offense tonight. She's been putting the ball in the hoop and facilitating as the Boomers. I'm not sure that's what they drew up, Jacko. They got that a lot in the first half. It seems to have dried up in the second. The Caps have made pretty good adjustment to stop that back cut.
And you see Alice Koenig again. Like, I don't know what else she needs to do to get the ball here, but she must be very frustrated right now with some of the shot selection from the Melbourne Boomers when she's just getting it done when she gets the ball. As Wilson comes off the handoff. Another, oh my God, touch pass from Michaela Roof.
Michaela Roof. Jasmine Gwathmey couldn't make it. Great offense again by the Caps.
The high-low it's just surgical from the UC Capitals.
Gwathmey called for the body check there.
Yeah, 3rd foul on Gwathmey there. She heads back to the UC Capitals huddle with the UC Capitals leading by 17 points.
Not leaving yet, Jacko.
I hope they're not leaving yet. We've still got 5 minutes to go, don't we? Alice Koenig wide open for 3.
3 more for Alice Koenig. It's a good option, Jacko.
I mean, hopefully the rest of the Boomers players get the picture. She doesn't need to shoot the ball every time, but I think she needs to be involved in the offense.
Absolutely. It's Tolo with another deep seal going to the hoop. Can't finish that one. And Roof called for the foul.
Yeah, Tolo rushed that one a little bit. Don't think she needs to go to the scoop. Could have put it on the floor, maybe one dribble. Tried to get herself a layup.
Yeah, a little bit off balance.
Roof picks up the personal foul there, her 2nd of the night, as Melbourne Boomers come and try and cut this deficit down to 13 points. Well, they probably won't cut it to 13, maybe 12.
Koenig goes to the basket and she's called for the offensive foul. Great defense by Michaela Roof. Not sure Guy Malloy liked that one either, Jack.
I think there's some steam coming out of his ears, to be honest with you, Colts. Not saying anything, giving him the old shake of the head. It's like when your parents at home give you, I'm not even angry, I'm just disappointed.
I think that's exactly what Guy was saying.
I will admit I wasn't watching the game, so not sure if that was the right call or not. As we see, what's going on? We've seen Guy Malloy take his last time out.
Yeah, probably last throw of the dice here, Jacko, and it's going to have to be a... I don't know what he's going to draw up here.
And he's giving the refs the... Have a look at him, Coles. He's giving the refs the old deaths there.
Yeah, and the refs, they knew what they were getting.
I think he's called the timeout just so he can have a look at the refs. It's an interesting one there from Guy Malloy, but who am I to judge? As we See the UC Capitals up 69 to 55. Another fantastic time. We've already made reference to my fantastic outfit tonight. You know where I got it from?
Where did you get that from, Jacko? It's a beautiful singlet.
I've got it from the University of Canberra Capitals merchandise tent.
And don't they have a vast array of UC Capitals merchandise? You know what? If you're a member, you know what you get?
Apart from a great experience at the basketball.
Exactly right. 10% discount. A hoodie is essential for the unpredictable Canberra weather. Probably not at this point of the year though. But they've also got t-shirts.
So we've got old mate wrestling fan, could have picked himself up a singlet before. Could have been wearing himself the same singlet of one of his favourite players.
Absolutely. They'll go down and treat at NXT, I reckon.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Coming to a Canberra venue near you.
Young fan from Canberra, James Tui, asking me what the Caps are shooting for the 3-point line for this season. Any idea, Jacko?
I've got no idea, Courts, to be honest with you. I'd say it's okay. As I look at the old Twitter, the We Are UC. Gwathmey with the athletic shot.
Couldn't finish, but that's good from Gwathmey.
As we've got old Keith Jackson, very active on Twitter. He's been active for a lot recently, hasn't he?
He has.
Tweeting, the roof is on fire for the UC Caps.
He's not wrong as Mansfield hits from downtown.
Roof isn't the only thing on fire. Lauren Mansfield's left hand is on fire as well, isn't it?
Batman and Robin tonight, Jacko, the dynamic duo.
Batman and Robin, I like it.
Beck Cole can't finish that. Good D from the 350 game vet.
And a good rebound from the 150 game vet, Mariana Tolo.
Wilson wanted the ball in the post there. As Waring goes to the basket and she's fouled.
Now, I think I've said it earlier in the game, Cool. So I was watching the Carly Wilson film from earlier in her career, and you mentioned her in the post there. The Carly Wilson fadeaway jump shot over the right shoulder, one of the more unstoppable shots that the WNBL's ever seen.
I'm hoping they go to that in the last 3 minutes and 42 seconds here, Jacko.
It'd be a fantastic homage.
Homage.
It would. It would be a great homage to the past. As we apologise to the fans at home, we've checked out a little bit here. We'll try and get back on task as the Caps take a 74 to 55 lead into the last 3 minutes of the game.
Boomers go inside to Beck Cole, a little post move of her own. So Olivia Thompson on the boards. Can't finish. Here comes Mansfield back the other way.
Mansfield with a bit of a smile on her face as she steals a rebound from Gwathmey there.
Maybe they're calling Wilson's number here, I reckon, Jacko.
Give me the right fade over the shoulder. That's what I want to see.
They go back inside the post to Tolo with a little left hand up and under. I like that, Jacko.
You know what Guy Malloy doesn't want to see? Layups from Mariana Tolo.
As the Boomers throw it away again.
As we see Monique Conti check into the game, a under-17s world champion, Colts. Now, I don't want to say that that's the white flag from the Melbourne Boomers when they take Brittany Smart out, but let's be honest, that's the white flag.
Tolo goes to the basket and nice little screen and two more.
And there's nothing more enjoyable for a star like Tolo than getting your numbers up in trash time, is there?
Yeah, a little bit of number padding.
You know, she might be worried about the stats in the back of her mind. She need not worry.
Coming off Player of the Week and Player of the Month.
And Lauren Mansfield, she's got a handful of rebounds to help herself as well, hasn't she? As Conti nearly found herself in the next dimension with a half-court pick from Tolo there. And is this what again...
Carly, she wants the ball in the post down there, Carly Wilson.
I'm waiting for it. Alice Koenig takes it off Tolo in the post. He's sick of seeing the trash time buckets.
It's Koenig. Oh, I thought she was going to pull the trigger there.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to see her pull the trigger because I'm a big Alice Koenig fan. She's played pretty well tonight.
Nice little pass there into Olivia Thompson for two from Koenig.
as we see for the UC Capitals, the Bourne sisters getting some time together.
They're emptying the benches. I love this, Jacko. I love it when the sisters come in.
Callie Bourne for the UC Capitals enters the game for the first time, in addition to Isabel Bourne, who's just got herself a COE scholarship, Colts.
Yeah, we saw her a little bit play in the Siebel, Jacko. Both these sisters, they just play hard.
Yeah, they do play hard, and we've also got Maddie Allen in for the UC Capitals, as we've got to a Twin Towers look for the UC Caps, Tolo and Maddie Allen.
Mansfield goes to the line, goes to the basket, and she's fouled from behind by Conti.
And you know what we're about to do? We're about to get down with OTT. Yeah, you know me as Rebecca Ott. As we've lost Colts in the stands, we've got down with OTT. Yeah, you know me. Checks into the game from the Melbourne Boomers.
You've been waiting for that all night, Jacko. Misses the first.
We're having a good time here at the Southern Cross Club in Tuggeranong. There's not many times when it comes to you and you just know it's gold when it hits your head.
Well, misses there from Mansfield from the line. She'll be disappointed with that. She's shoots the free throw well usually.
She does shoot the free throw well. And OTT turns down the shot against Tolo. No one's ever going to call it Ott again, are they?
No.
I'd like to see one of the young Caps get a points on the board here. Will it be Callie Bourne? Help her to an assist, Mariana Tolo.
She does. I'm looking for the sister pick and roll, Jacko, to finish the game.
Again, Mariana Tolo just feasts in this garbage time, and she'll take a seat now, won't she?
Numbers 150 game. 150 game. It comes out.
Sky Malloy is not happy with the bench for allowing a sub. I'm not sure what's going on, but he's told the bench to get it right. I think he's got bigger issues to worry about, to be honest with you, Colts.
Yeah, he's just frustrated now. Guy Malloy, the second half hasn't gone the way the Boomers would have liked.
They got off to such a good start, the Melbourne Boomers, but they didn't get off to a good finish.
Mansfield picks up that foul. I think that's a foul to get those subs back in.
I'm well versed in those kind of fouls, Colts. You're tired of playing the game. You're old. Not that she's old. She's not old, but you're feeling old. You're feeling tired. You get the old intentional foul that you can take a seat.
How about Tolo time coming out for 150th? She's actually checked out of her 150th twice.
Two ovations from the crowd there.
Patting her numbers and patting her ovations.
There's Maddie Allen. Look, she looks like she's full of energy, Maddie Allen, doesn't she?
She looks like she's ready to go. Beck Cole knocks down the two from the free throw line. See if we can get a sister pick and roll. That's what I want to see, Jacko.
Yeah, look, from a lovely family here in the ACT, the Bournes. You won't find a better group of people. As Callie comes off, helps herself to another assist, does she?
Steph Bairstow for three.
2 assists for Callie Bourne off the bench. A star of the future.
And Bairstow comes up with the steal now. She goes hard to the hoop. Can't quite finish.
It was an interesting one, wasn't it?
It was. A little bit off balance. And that is all from Tuggeranong Southern Cross. It's the Caps 83, the Boomers 59.
And it's a very happy crowd here right now, isn't it? They've had themselves a fantastic time. 3 games in a row that have been fairly enjoyable to watch here, Colts.
Yeah, absolutely, Jacko. And another massive second half from the UC Caps. 51 to 26.
It sounds like you've
24.
done your
24.
It sounds like you've done your maths over at the University of Canberra, Colts. As we see the University of Canberra Capitals huddle themselves up in the middle of the floor, I think they're about to give a bit of a wave to Carly Wilson.
I think we're going to have a bit of an interview here with.
And a 24-14 fourth quarter as well. It's a massive second half from the Caps. As the standing ovation from the crowd here at the Southern Cross Club in Tuggeranong. Very happy smiles on the fans' faces.
We're going to see a little interview here with the 350 game vet.
I'd love to be able to get the 350 game vet up here. Do you reckon that's something we can pull here?
Give it a go. Maybe we can get a 150 game vet. If all else fails.
We'll see if we can keep your attention long enough that we can argue Carly Wilson. I know I'll argue with her. That we can get Carly Wilson up here in the fans. Now, when's the next game here for the UC Caps, Colts?
It's a great question, Jacko. We're back here next Thursday. Next Thursday against the University of Sydney Flames.
The Sydney Flames on a bit of a run themselves. I think they went 3-1 for the month of November. Coach of the month,
Cheryl Chambers,
coach of the month. Very deserving 3-1 record for the month. I think the Caps might have been a bit hard done by for that as well, but Paul Goris probably deserves that. But very impressed by the Sydney Uni Flames. Forever, but bear with us there at home. We know you want to hear what she's got to say, so we're going to do what we can to get her on the broadcast. Can we get a stats? I don't know. We'll see if we can get a stats here. We can't at the moment. We'll do our best. We've got Carly Wilson coming over to the commentary box. So you fans at home, get very excited.
What a treat.
We've got Jacko on the Juice here with Carly Wilson entering the commentary box. Carly, give us your thoughts first of all on the game.
Oh my goodness, what a fantastic game. That is exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to be a pretty big margin so we could get everyone in, everyone could get minutes. We haven't had a game like that this season, so for that to happen tonight, fantastic. I'm pumped.
And another slow start tonight, Carly. Bit of nerves, or what's going on with the starts?
It's an excellent question, but my thought around it is, so far every game we've had a patch where we've been awful, so I figure we may as well have it early and then spend the rest of the game playing well. So I'm okay with that at this stage.
Now I've told the many fans at home tonight about a bit of an incident. We had a slumber party one night, and we've had a bit of a roof collapse. Give us your thoughts on yourself as a roof fixer, and about calling a plumber when the roof caves in.
I cannot be blamed for that. The roof caved in, that happened. Mariana Tolo sprinted into my bedroom at 4 a.m. and screamed, "Call a plumber." I'm not really sure what plumber we were going to get at 4 a.m. It was a great idea. I got up, had a look at the water streaming into my kitchen, and had a bit of a giggle and went back to bed.
Now, before we send you off on your way, you know what else the roof did tonight?
What did the roof?
The roof is on fire.
I thought you were going to say we raised the roof.
Well, that too. That's not really in our repertoire, though, is it?
It's not. But is there anyone you want to give a shout out to? Because I'm sure the legions of Wilson fans are listening at home still. They stuck with us for the 5 minutes you were doing the encore interview. Who would you like to give a shout out to?
Oh, obviously my family, but tonight it's the team and it's you guys and it's the crowd that are here tonight. I don't know. At the after game interview, I was saying, like, we've got players with pink socks out there. We've got players with pink shoelaces. We've got pink ribbons. Mariana Tolo bought me these massive 350 balloons, the helium balloons at the end of the court. There's streamers in the change room. It's been epic, and my team is phenomenal. I just love them to death.
And what about so many nice things coming through on social media about you this week? We've been trying to find some bad things, but nobody's bringing me anything. Any thoughts? I know you're tinkering with or flirting with retirement. Surely you want to beat Jess Bibby just to rub it in a little.
Jess and I always joke that if I ever got anywhere near it, I'd have to retire the game after I reached her so we could share the record together. But, you know, she's an absolute champion. To get almost 400 games is amazing. I'm pretty happy with 350.
All right, well, I called you ancient the other week, Wilson, so I better let you get out there and stretch those hammies down, so I'm sure they'll need it. Thanks for joining us here with the Jacko on the Juice booth.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carly.
And that'll do it here for the Southern Cross Club Tuggeranong. Jacko on the Juice. We're going to see you on. Are you available on Thursday night, Juice?
I'm here. I wouldn't miss it.
Of course you wouldn't. We'll see you all here on Thursday night.
Mic drop.